All right, so this is going to be interesting. All right, with the NFL trade deadline coming up very soon, you've seen major trades happen. You've heard a lot of speculation with many different positions. So we're going to be talking about this, and I feel like this is something that should be talked about more and should absolutely um, certainly be considered, and that is should AJ Green be traded by the Cincinnati Bengals? So let's get into this. AJ Green, he was drafted in 2011, first round pick, fourth overall to the Bengals. Went to Georgia, had a phenomenal career at Georgia. He's 6'4, 210 pounds. So far in his career, he's had 602 receptions for 63 touchdowns. So his numbers back it up that he's a great receiver. All right. Um, and at 6'4", 210 pounds, he's got all the size, he's got all the ability. But the question comes, is it worth the Bengals holding on to this guy with the fact that he is 31 years old? He's had many injuries, the latest being the ankle, but he's had foot injuries and stuff like that, hindering him from playing football. Now, the Bengals have come out and said, quote, you don't trade that guy. All right. That might not have been the exact quote, but that they said something similar to that. Um, Basically implying that they're not at least considering trading him. AJ Green has said he's not going to rush his return. He's going to make sure he's 100%. Um, I personally question if that's making sure you're 100% or you really just don't want to play on this team. The Bengals are not looking good. They have not won a game yet. It they got a lot of issues, all right? And from AJ Green's standpoint, when you're as good as you are, you want to be on a team that you can help as far as production, getting wins, making playoff runs. And I know the Bengals have been successful in the past, but as of recently, they have not. The Bengals have a lot of major issues. And I think, in my opinion, as far as should the Bengals trade AJ Green, I think that answer is an absolute positive yes. Um, a receiver who's 31 years old, who's still got the ability, but has had injury issues. There's still value there. And for the Bengals, they have more needs than having luxury on the team. Having AJ Green is a luxury right now. They have way too many needs to hold on to him. I think he's a guy who is very injury prone. He has all the talent in the world, but he's been held back because of injuries. And I think the Bengals need to capitalize on this. They've been bitten by his injuries time after time after time. So I think now is as good a time as ever to get out from under him and blow it up. Because, in my opinion, I think right now the only thing the Bengals can really do is blow it up. Um, Andy Dalton, every play, he's got no time. His line can't block for him. They're not running the ball like they used to. The strength on this team, they're not doing it. And that's a major red flag that things are worse than you think. Um, so for the Bengals, you have pieces there that can get you draft picks. And that's exactly what they need. I highly expect them to go get a quarterback. Right now, they have not won a game. They're going to have a top draft pick. So why not, instead of sit here and hold on to your number one receiver who's 31 years old, has injury history, instead of holding on to him, why not trade him to a team that's looking to make a deep playoff run um, and just needs that number one guy? Why not use what you have and get more draft picks, more value to help your team as a whole? If your team was pretty set, the major things are, ready to go, AJ Green, perfect. But the situation in which you're in, you have many, many needs. And if you watch a Bengals game, it's bad, plain and simple. So as far as what they should do with him, I think they should trade him. I think They should know by now, with how the season's going, it's not looking good. All right. You're not going to have any success this year. So the trade rumors that have been going around have been mostly shut down by the Bengals. He said, Zach Taylor, I have the exact quote here now. Zach Taylor said on Thursday, I don't know if that was this past Thursday or whatever, but anyway, he said, the Bengals are not trading that guy. That was his quote. Um, they have been pretty set that they're going to hold on to him. He's a 7-time Pro Bowler, first round pick. Uh, they love him. The Bengals are 0-5. In a perfect world, it would work out to be able to hold on to him. But in reality, I think the Bengals are going to draft a new quarterback this year. I don't know exactly who they're going to get. I think this quarterback draft is deeper than a couple years. But if you're going to draft a quarterback, you need to get help around him. And yes, I know a star wide receiver would be perfect for a young quarterback. But here's the problem. To me, AJ Green's not reliable. He's proven that he's injury prone, and he's getting up there in age. So with his contract, he has 1 season remaining. You don't want to have to re-sign him to a major deal when you're trying to rebuild the team. To me, the perfect thing to do, like I said, would be trade him to a contender. Um, I'm not going to sit here and say this is who he's going to. I'm not going to sit here and say he's going to get traded at all. Um, but I can see a situation where he gets traded to a team, like the Saints or, who knows? There's no real one team that you can point to and say that's the team that would fit perfect because he can really fit anywhere. The style of game that he plays, it just works anywhere, any offense you put him in. He's that talented of a player. Rumors about the Patriots. There's been a lot of talk ever since Antonio Brown left, and that situation's a whole nother story. But as far as the Patriots, I don't think that's going to happen because, they're going to get their guy back who's been on IR. So you know what? It's gonna be an interesting situation. And that's N'Keal Harry, by the way. In which the Patriots drafted in the first round, which they never do. So that tells you that Belichick believes in N'Keal Harry. I believe in N'Keal Harry. I loved him before the draft. I don't think that there is necessarily the guaranteed trade out there. I think a team like the Packers would be perfect, in which, Devontae Adams went down with an injury. Green, if he's healthy, could be able to step up, play at a high level, and make that playoff runs for the second half of the season. We'll see. I think the Bengals have got a lot of issues. All right. And if you're going to have a top pick already and you're probably going to spend that on a quarterback, to me, trade every asset you have, get as many picks as you can. It's going to take a while to rebuild. It will. But bottom line is, if you really know that you're not going to have success, I don't think the Bengals are going to have success even next year. So why not get as many picks as you can, do what the Raiders did, go get your guys, get who you believe in, and rebuild. You have a lot of injuries on the line. Your quarterback's getting killed. A lot of it's not working. A lot of things aren't working. So the only way to really, the easiest way to replace a lot of these issues is through the draft. And like I said, with this whole contract situation, he's in his last year. Last thing you want to do is re-sign him to a longer contract, eat up some of that cap room. That's going to hinder you from being able to go get guys. So I don't think it's something that the Bengals are set on keeping him. I don't think they shouldn't. If I was running the Bengals, a lot of these guys would be gone. Um, let's be honest here, Bengals fans, you know you're tanking. I get it. You love him. But at a certain point, you got to have your priorities straight. If you know you're not going to win, you might as well take steps to get the process to win. So, should they trade him? Absolutely. Do I think they will? No, because I think they're going to be stupid. Um, so, we'll see. We'll see. Um, so, yeah, I think the Bengals should trade him. Um, there's no point in acting like I don't know. It's kind of a really complicated situation. You get a first year head coach. You got your quarterback who you think you believe in. You don't really know if he's injury prone. He's had his injuries. You just really don't know right now. So blow it up. That's all I got to say. So with that being said, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Share the video. Tell me what you think. Should the Bengals trade AJ Green? Yes or no? Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.